Welcome back. Yes, we have a garden in here. The Nature School launched its Jamaican chapter this month. It is garden-based education. Yes, you heard me right. Aimed at teaching children and educators to see the environment and nutrition in a new light. Emily Jackson is a volunteer with the Growing Minds Farm to School in North Carolina. And Nicola Shirley Phillips is the founder of the Source Farm Foundation. Good morning, ladies, and welcome.
Good morning.
First up, before we even go any further, what's going on this table? Because it just looks like a lot of plants, a lot of a bush, but tell me what the bush is and let's get into it.
Well, we have Malabar spinach, we have arugula, we've got tomato plants, we've got sunflowers as well. So we're bringing all these different plants in to kind of demonstrate that you can create a garden within schools in the inner city and also in rural areas, and trying to get the students to be participatory, learning about what they're eating and what they can actually grow this and learn everything that they need to learn from being in the gardens.
Fantastic. Emily, how did this all come about? You're from North Carolina where they're actually practicing this in school, so where did this come from?
Well, back in 2002, we were part of a national movement to try to get more of this happening in the U.S. And so we created, a lot of organizations created a national farm-to-school network. And so we've grown a movement from like a handful of schools in 2002 to over 50,000 schools today.
Wow,
so,
50,000 schools across the United States?
Yes, in all 50 states.
Wow.
So they're...
And it seems to be a functional, successful way of teaching.
It is. I think it's great for teacher retention, you know, because they are learning alongside their children and they're getting something to do different. But they're also seeing the historical context, you know, to help their children understand, you know, that growing food is nothing new to...
Right.
You
it's
know,
sustenance.
Yes.
So take us through what a class would look like growing outside with I mean, stuff, you plant, and then how do you say to them, how did the math come into it? How did the English come into it? How do we get the subjects into the nature?
Well, you can see we have 3 pieces of children's literature. Even if a teacher was just interested in integrating literacy into the garden,
right,
there's just hundreds of books to support that, you know, out there that are about birds, bats, bees, and butterflies, and then the garden. And then, you know, you're talking about if this was your garden bed, you would be, you know, what's the circumference, you know,
and there
perimeter.
Comes your math, because you have to then measure it out and multiply and divide and how many to fit in.
Right, and how many plants will produce a pound, you know, how many spinach plants does it take to get a pound of spinach?
Right, if one weighs this much. Well, it sounds
good.
Social
sciences as well.
Right, and it sounds like this would work a little better than just being in class sitting at a blackboard.
Exactly.
Why did you choose to be a part of it here in Jamaica?
Well, we actually had a lot of requests because there's a number of schools that want to start school gardens. But there's also a dysfunction sometimes because the teachers have been trained a certain way and it's kind of chalk and talk. So we're saying, let's retrain, and let's get you out of these concrete structures into a natural setting, and so that we can start to experience nature, and also a lot of the things that are going on out there you can actually use to teach.
Yeah, just
so
like
the history of pumpkins, the history of how different foods got to the Caribbean.
Great.
So there's a whole history lesson in that as well. Math and the sciences, everything. So instead of being in the book, why not go in nature and learn it?
You do have a pilot school.
Yes,
and
we are working with Swallowfield Primary and Junior High School.
And how has it been since? It was
wonderful.
the 19th, right?
Yes, yes.
So
and
it's
we're
just
continuing
recent.
And we're continuing to do workshops. We have a workshop at Micro Teachers College this Friday. We invite other people and teachers or anybody, educators.
Really? We can just come in and take part?
Yeah, come in, and Emily will be doing the training.
So it's on Friday at Micro. What time is it?
And that starts at 10, goes until about 3 o'clock. There's no cost.
Oh, you can just come in?
Come in, yes.
Oh, that's fantastic. I think that, so the teachers should just come in water boots and jeans to school now because we always
exactly.
Exactly.
That
sounds good to me. If I could do that, I would definitely want to do that.
Yes.
Is there anything you'd like to tell everybody about this program and why should they try to implement it in schools, Emily?
I think it's like Nicole was saying, it gets children outside, and it gets, oftentimes we're stuck trying to recreate something in our classrooms that's kind of abstract, and this is very concrete, and the children can see it, so it's real life, and so I think that's really important. Children who are exposed to gardens and this kind of education do better on tests and score better in science and math.
fantastic.
And of course, then the nourishment. You know, if we're getting these children at a young
just about to ask you if being outside and planting the food makes them more inclined to eat it.
Absolutely.
Exactly. I can't get my daughter to eat anything green for love nor money, you know.
I had to make a rule in the last 5 minutes that the kids could only eat something in the last 5 minutes.
Because they were eating straight up.
Eating. Yes.
And I wanted them to do a few other things in the garden besides eat.
That's
Right.
fantastic.
Yes, so.
This sounds really good. Thank you, ladies, for stopping by. And I look forward to seeing this being implemented right across the island in many, many schools. And good luck with it.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
If you want a chance to eat some vegetables, I'll send mine your way, okay? All right, volunteer with the Growing Minds Farm to School in North Carolina, Emily Jackson, and founder of the Source Farm Foundation, Nicola Shirley Phillips. Up next, do manners matter? I think they do. We'll be right back.